Hey guys, back again. And I just finished the stream a few minutes ago, and unfortunately I saw a very, very sad scene. As I was walking up around this area, I saw two young men or young boys shooting up heroin needles. Very, very, very sad. You know what's really sad? It seems like people in the 20s are introduced to drugs big time. Heroin seems to be back in the rise, unfortunately, as I hear more cases of that. And meth as well. Meth is on the rise amongst young people. I talked to one of them one time, like, what is the big deal about meth? And they told me that it is a big high like crack, but it lasts hours and hours longer than crack, apparently, meth. And I interviewed this, well, I didn't interview him live on YouTube or anything, but he confided in me why is the big attraction for meth. Apparently it lasts 10 times longer than crack. It is much stronger effect than speed. And yeah, something like that. Just trying to get an understanding of the big deal about meth. And it makes no sense to me because they're in the 20s, they're in the prime. They should have enough energy to exercise and get in shape naturally instead of drugs. Which unfortunately they fell into drugs, unfortunately. I don't know what the story is. Everyone has a different story. But yeah. It seems like I was in my 20s. I was cycling all over God's creation. I was a cyclist. I kept in shape. And I drank very occasionally back then. I'm so glad I never got into drugs. And so forth. And it's really sad because these people in their 20s, the prime of their life. And they can get in shape, they can cycle, they can jog, they can do all kinds of cool stuff to keep them in the prime shape. Like I did back in my 20s. But unfortunately, this generation of people, they're getting more and more into drugs. Heroin's back on the rise, it seems. And meth is on the big extreme rise, it seems like. Everywhere you go, you see people doing meth rebelliously everywhere. Which is really, really, really unfortunate. Because these people in the prime of their life, they can do so much better. They can cycle, they can do soccer, they can skateboard, they can do all kinds of good things. Now, I don't know why they got into drugs or how they got into drugs. Peer pressure? Who knows? I don't know. Dysfunctional family life? I don't know. But there's a big epidemic here and a rising problem in drugs. Especially when it comes to meth, and heroin's back on the rise too, it seems like. After seeing those two young gentlemen shooting up right there with needles in their arm, and they can't be more than teenagers or even 20s even. They're definitely in their 20s or less even. Which is really, 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 really disconcerting. And very, 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 very sad. You know, it's just horrible. Like my ex-boyfriend who fell back into drug addiction. Just from pressure, from manipulative, fake friends and so forth. The same thing. I'm just so happy I never really got into drug addiction. Thank God. And yeah. We're walking up toward Rideau Street again. No gimbal, hands-free. I'm just finished my coffee. And my headache has gone away. So my headache had something to do with caffeine withdrawal. No coffee for 2 days and I feel so much better now. The headache is Tufani, which is good. Like I said, I really don't want to do live streams too long because of being stalked by this idiot. And obviously gang members. And yeah. It is what it is. You know? So right in front of Three Brothers Shawarma and Poutine. I haven't had shawarma there yet. But the shawarma down the market yesterday was just pretty good actually. It was very satisfying and I liked it. You can really taste the garlic in your mouth, which is excellent. And so forth. I don't have the give on my hands, so my hands kind of unsteady a bit. and it's not the most smoothest of streams today. But the weather is getting very, very nice now. It's going high +8. We're getting pretty close to there already, which is good. So as long as I'm down on the public streets, I should be okay. Sweeping services in the daytime, you don't see that every day. So yeah. And here is a drop-in here on Rideau Street and Coburg. They have soup and tea here and coffee and so forth. Monday to Friday 9 to 1 p.m. and Tuesday 6:30 to 8 p.m. they're open too. And then the Mission Food Truck Sunday 2:30 to 3:30 of course. Yeah. We should be safe here on the main street of Rideau Street. Nothing should happen. But I'm going to cut the stream off soon. I never used to do hour streams and so forth, half-an-hour streams, but I have to be careful. Now, due to the possibility of being stalked, the big high probability of being stalked by this neighbor that gave me death threats and insulted me, and so forth. History of violence, history of attacking people, and so forth. So we gotta always be aware of things. So anyways, yeah, we're on Augusta Avenue, and I'm gonna cut the stream off now just to be safe again. And I'll try to do another short stream maybe later on, I'm not sure. So anyways, that's it for now. Just want to touch base about all the drugs going on and everything. So sad seeing those young lads shooting up heroin right there, needles. And the drug epidemic is happening in Ottawa, Ontario. So anyways, take care my friends, I'll talk to you soon.